Minecraft now contains 32 random daily cats. No, that actually sounds a bit more like bingo, where I actually do use cats to work on my pseudo-random number generator. But in any case, despite the fact that we just had an episode yesterday, today it is time for another episode of Exploration and Tactics SPACEBARR'D. So let's get started. Welcome back to SPACEBARR'D, where I am both physically barred in space by the world border, as well as unable to use the spacebar to jump or to swim due to my own restrictions. And since we last left off, I've done a little bit more work. Not work on the house, as you can see. I was thinking to myself that I think actually jungle wood might look good up at the top, but it'll be a while, potentially, before we are able to get to a jungle. But let's give a quick update of what has gone on. In addition to just working some more on the farms, at this point I have lots of pigs, which is great. Continue to breed them, as well as now some chickens over here, who, yeah, chickens have a habit of glitching into the wall, and so they just kind of randomly die, sometimes on their own. And then I go and pick up their flesh and I eat it, because it's delicious. I've also done a ton more caving, and in fact, I always heard zombies kind of right underneath my house, and so I dug a little thing down here, and it turns out there is a ravine down here, and so I lit up this whole ravine system, and then there is another ravine. If we go down right over here, I dug over to here, there's another big long ravine that goes over here, and so I lit up that ravine and was doing all kinds of searching for more ores and diamonds and things, and I didn't have any luck with diamonds, and I was doing a kind of like off-camera kind of work or whatever, and I had the Minecraft podcast going on in the background, or Kurt J. Max Far Lands or Bust in the background, while I was just trying to get some work done off-camera. So just to get a quick sense of where we are with ores and things, I think I've got a little bit more gold, a little bit more iron. Been using the iron for different tools and different things. But didn't find any diamonds, and then why don't we go ahead and sleep away the night? Oh, I did something else. I made a map, and they've changed the way maps work, and I don't quite understand it yet. I'd read something about this before, but basically the maps are no longer centered where you're standing, I guess. And so I just thought it would be cool to make a map of the land that we could explore so far. But the map, I think I left it up here. Yeah, it looks like this. And I didn't try to walk kind of like all the way to the edges of where we are, but basically we're kind of like trapped in the upper left-hand corner right now, thanks to the world border. This is zoomed out a few different times. I think this might be like a 512 or 1024 by 1024 map right now. I can't remember if I showed this off. We've got a little supply chest over here with some initial tools and food and things. So if I ever do die, I guess now my spawn point's going to be over at the bed. You'll recall the achievement that we need next is diamonds. So I won't be respawning back here anyway, but if I do respawn back there for some reason, I would have some initial tools. But I, in any case, had caved a whole bunch over near my bed over there. I did a little bit more exploring over this way as well, and wasn't finding things. And so I went back to my original, back in the first episode, we went down into this cave, and in the second episode, started caving down in this direction, and decided to start caving more over in this direction. And wouldn't you know it, after spending hours caving in other spots and never being able to find a diamond, I go down here, and you'll recall, maybe you'll recall, that when I first broke into here was kind of the first cave system I broke into after digging. I heard some skeletons and things over here, and a creeper almost fell on my head right here, and we ended up going up this way and exploring. I decided, why don't I turn right and explore this way? I dig one block, and there's a diamond here. It's always the last place you look or something. And so I decided I would save it. I started carving it out to see how many diamonds there were here, and I decided I should save this for on camera. Oh, wow. Okay, there's another diamond right there. Literally one block away. I wonder how many diamonds are going to be here, but let's do it together. And we will also get an achievement, diamonds. Yes, and there's 5 diamonds at least. And 5, of course, is the important number because that means we'll be able to get an enchanting table, which means all kinds of good things. So we could make a diamond pick. and then mine up some obsidian. In fact, there's some obsidian right here. I want to go ahead and do that on camera right now. And I have a water bucket on me. Yes. Okay, great. I always like to carry a water bucket. I like to have it in the 5 slot. I think most people, not everybody I see, but I feel like most people have, when they're playing survival Minecraft, kind of like their own set of tools order in terms of where things are on their hotbar. And so my hotbar, it's a little bit different in this series because I've got slabs and ladders just because I can't use the spacebar to jump. But yeah, I have my usual kind of like location for each of my different tools and things. And I find that it's very helpful. And so, you know, if I need to switch to my sword, I can just, you know, use the 1 button, or I've got the thumb button on my mouse, and I often use that, like if all of a sudden there's a creeper coming at me or something, like I'll go wing and switch to the sword really quick and block. And how did I get talking about this? I was talking about the water bucket. In any case, I find that it's super useful to always have an organized hotbar and always know where certain tools are going to be. I always keep the bow in slot number 4, so I can switch to it really easily as well, because that's an easy key for me to hit. But yeah, I also see some people who are wildly successful being able to control things even when their hotbar is just, you know, whatever slot the sword happened to end up in. Yep, okay, that's where they're going to have their sword today. I do not have that type of success if things are not in a regular spot. Okay, I've got my 4 pieces of obsidian. Oh yeah, we're about to go get... And I have an axe right here. Haha! We're about to go get more achievements. And we can expand the world border, which is even more exciting. And this is the wrong way to go if I want to go back upstairs. So, yeah, with that achievement, we can expand the world border once again. And that's going to, yeah, unlock potentially a bunch more things. Because if we could find some cows, there's a number of other achievements that we'll be able to get. So I expect in this episode we'll make a lot of progress. So just in case you're new, just in case you missed it, the world border size will double with every 3 achievements that I get. And we just got the achievement of diamonds. That's diamonds to you is now unlocked. That's another thing I could try to get. Diamonds. Acquire diamonds with your iron tools. Taken. So we will go ahead and knock that off to say that we've gotten that. And the world border is currently at a size of 160 blocks. And so I will do world border set 320 in order to double the size. Kablam! All right, and now we have a whole lot more world that we can explore. Maybe we will find some cows. We can make a nether portal. We can definitely make an enchanting table, which I'm going to go do next. And yeah, we might be able to get this whole row of achievements in this episode for sure. If there are some cows available. And yeah, wow. I should grab the map and we'll do some exploring as well. So many things to do. I'm excited. I had a good suggestion from someone in a previous comments of the previous video. Basically, you can see there's pigs pushing each other around in there, and sometimes they end up climbing the ladder and getting out. And someone suggested using a piston with a button as part of my way to get out, and so I actually want to play around with that for just a moment. And it occurs to me, since I don't have any slime for sticky pistons yet, I guess I can just use a gravity block. I can use gravel or something. We'll give this a try. I have an idea of what I might be able to do over there. But the sun's about to go down, so I'll go to sleep and we'll go try that in the morning. And then I've got the map out, and it looks like if we head in this direction, which is to the south, there'll be a whole lot more to explore in the map, so we'll go exploring in that direction towards the world border once again and see if we can find some cows over there. So with all the pigs in here, I don't think I'll be able to actually execute my idea. But let's go. I dug out this pen with the intention of once I get some cows, I could bring them over here. But here's the idea I'm thinking of, after having thought about the suggestions that people gave me. And that's, I could put a piston down here, like that. And then if I had a button here, I could break this. Then if I push the button, it does not activate the piston. But if I had some redstone down here, I know how redstone works. Then if I push the button, Okay. And so the idea is I could walk over here and hit the button, and then I'd be able to get out. But then the cows and pigs or whatever it's in here would not be able to get out. Now, the problem I foresee with this is if I have a pen that's crammed full of animals. See, this pig has managed to get out. Well, guess what? You win. You win a trip into my tummy. If the pen is filled with animals, I think it will be extremely difficult to reach the button if it's down here. I guess I could put the button somewhere else. Ooh, wow. That's... I see. Falling sand, falling gravel, you can glitch through while it's falling. And I can't jump to get out. I'm kind of stuck. Yes, this is... I hadn't thought about that. I think there's something workable here, but this is not yet an idea that is going to work for me. I will continue to think about this and try to come up with something better, because I'm sure there's something. And if I get some slimes, like I could make like little jumpy bouncy pads and different kinds of things. I'm sure there's clever things that I could do, but I haven't thought of what it's going to be yet. But in any case, with all the pigs in here, it will be very difficult to install such a system after the fact, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. In any case, so distracted. This is exploration and tactics. We have just expanded the world border, so let's go do some exploration and see what we can find over in this direction. Oh wow, look! So I've reached the world border over on this side. So far it's just been kind of forest and swamp, but I see a plain with some horses, I believe, over here. Looks like they're all past the world border right now. But let's try to go get a better look over there. All the while making sure that we have slabs or different things that we can actually walk back. But yeah, horses, they all seem to be on the side of the world border. I don't know that there's a way to entice them to come over here. But there's a cow! Cow, 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 cow! We can't even make the enchanting table until we get a book. And we can't get a book without leather, and I cleverly did not bring any wheat over here in order to be able to entice the cows to come back with me. Alright, but now I know where they live. I'm going to come make sure I have a nice clear path that I can try to get the animals back over in my direction, and so I'll be back. Just to give you an idea of where we are on the map here, here's where we are. That black spot is the monument that's made out of obsidian. And so it looks like we'll be able to do probably like the, I don't know, upper left-hand third of the map at this point, based on where the world border is. But I am back to where the cows are, and this time I have wheat. I've got delicious wheat, cows. Keep an eye out for me. And we've already discovered that the animals can see you through the world border and can be enticed to come back in that way. And I think in general it's better to go ahead and breed animals at the beginning, so I've got 3 cows rather than 2 that are going to be trying to walk back with me, and if I can get this one to see me, we'd be up to 4. But once these guys decide that they're interested in the wheat once again, which usually takes a moment after breeding, we will try to walk back. I find in person that the most frustrating thing, the only thing that's more frustrating than trying to lead animals where you want them to go in Minecraft is watching other people try to lead animals where they want them to go in Minecraft. And so I expect I'll edit most of this out, but hopefully I will be able to make it back to the house with these guys, and we can start breeding up some cows and be able to get some leather and get some books and unlock some new achievements. Oh my goodness, here comes a baby zombie. Hello. Where did you come from? I don't know. You are carrying squid ink. Oh, fascinating. Alright, sadly I had to put down the wheat, and so these guys have no longer become interested, so let me try to get their attention again. Hey guys, look at this! I've got tasty wheat! There we go. It was actually pretty straightforward to get them over here. I suppose the fact that it was flat terrain, obviously, since flat terrain is the only type of terrain that I can negotiate, coupled with the fact that I'd already chopped down kind of all the trees along the way, so there were not many places for them to get kind of caught or hung up on. Made that pretty straightforward, but now we have some cows in our pen. Yeah, I've seen a lot of squids die just by suffocation when they kind of like come up on the shore, and there's a number of places on the shore. If I come out here, you'll be able to see them where I have, well, maybe you'll be able to see them. I guess it doesn't show up very well with the water, where I've got half slabs, and so I think possibly the squids manage to kind of lodge themselves on the half slabs or in this very shallow water, and then suffocate and die, and so occasionally there'll just be squid ink sacs just hanging around here, and I guess if a baby zombie happens to pick one up, then he's not going to despawn. And so that was an interesting little run-in. I'm going to try to lure a couple more cows over here. Or maybe just go kill one that's out in the wild so that we can try to get a piece of leather or two. Let's see. One book will get me the enchanting table. I guess that's the main next thing that I want to do. So maybe one piece of leather will be sufficient for now. Hello, cow. Come join your friends. I don't think you guys are ready to breed again yet, so we'll wait a little bit of time. These pigs are crowd surfing. Oh, that looks hysterical. Well, I'm going to eat well from now on. I'm waiting for a few more cows before I kill any of them to get my first leather, but I decided I'd go ahead and mine up some obsidian for a nether portal. I could have made a nether portal a while ago. Like, once you have buckets and have some access to some lava and water, you can always make a nether portal. But the way the achievements work in Minecraft, you can only get the achievement for going into the nether after you've gotten the achievement for diamonds, because a lot of the achievements you can only be unlocked after you've gotten some other preceding achievements. And so it only makes sense to actually try to go to the nether now, and I think I'm going to build the nether portal basically up on the surface near the monument, so that the nether portal, the original one that I make, will be near 0, and as a result be near the center of the world border in the nether as well. Oh dear. And even with only a few cows in the cow pen, apparently one of them has already escaped. Hey buddy, come back in here. Without a sticky piston, I really can't come up with a foolproof way that I can get out of the pen, but not allow them to get out of the pen, and so I'm going to have to think about this a bit more. I thought I might be clever with that, but that's not going to work either. I was trying a thing with half slabs and trapdoors. But the cows got out very quickly there. I can actually walk over this even without kind of making the trapdoor go up. I wonder if I could move the trapdoor over so that I have to actually have the trapdoor in a certain position before it would let them out. I have to continue to think about this. Oh, brother. I had a lily pad on here, and I think at one point I was picking carrots and accidentally picked up the lily pad. And now I'm trapped. I don't think there's any way out of this that doesn't involve breaking some carrots. Sorry, carrots. And then after that, I guess I can put this here and get out like this. Yeah, that'll work. What a mess. Everything is so difficult when you can't jump in this game. Alright, so I need to replace that lily pad. But in any case, I had another possible idea. Man, these guys really like to step up on that half slab. It's apparently the most popular place to be. I had another possible idea for something we might be able to do, and that was if the trapdoor was kind of recessed somewhat. So if I had the trapdoor here, and then when it's down, it's like that, and then if I have the slab here, the cows might be able to jump over to there. I guess we'll just have to try it and see. But I can actually walk out like that. And now the question is, can they and will they ever kind of like pathfind their way like that? Let's at least give that a shot as a possible way to keep them in. That's pretty cool, actually. Not sure exactly, can I step? Yeah, I can actually fall in between this little bit. But I guess I have enough momentum as I'm going up here to get over here. Now, alright, cow, can you do that as well? Yes, the cow can do that as well. Darn it! What am I going to do in order to keep the cows inside the pen? Well, I really don't have a good solution, and so I will pose the question to you. If I cannot jump... Everybody's getting out. If I cannot jump, and I don't have sticky pistons, can we come up with any foolproof way to keep these guys in these pens, but let me have a way to get out? That's the question I posed to you guys. And in the meantime, this cow has found his way into the wrong pen, and so he is going to be the sacrificial one. And fortunately, leather! We have leather. We got the achievement for cow tipper, and we have some leather, which means we'll be able to get the achievement for the enchanting table. And I mined up the obsidian, which means we'll be able to get the achievement for making a nether portal. And so let's go do all of those things. Here is our book. And here are our diamonds, and here's our obsidian, and da-da-da-da! Achievement get! Enchanter! Woohoo! Even trying to build a nether portal is a bit of a chore when you can't jump. But I use some ladders to climb up the side here. Alright, I always like to leave a pool of water right next to my nether portal, so if I happen to get set on fire in the nether, I can always run through the portal in order to try to quickly put myself out. But here is a flint and steel. Let's take our first peek into another world. And presumably also earn achievement get! We need to go deeper. And I don't know where we're going to spawn in the nether. I don't know how safe it's going to be here. I don't know if the world is ever going to render. Hello? There we go. Alright, we're out in the middle of the open. But there's no gas or anything firing at us right now. Is there anything I want to get from here right now? I'm pretty sure when I explored this seed beforehand that we'll have to travel a few hundred blocks before we are likely, excuse me, to actually find a nether fortress. And so we won't spend time doing that right now. I'll grab some netherrack in case I want any eternal fires anywhere in my world, but I think we will come back to this. For now, let us take advantage of the fact that we have just successfully gotten 3 achievements in a row. Let me also refill my water bucket right there. There we go. Which means we can go to the monument. And let me just double check these things. On the achievement screen, we got cow tipper, harvest some leather, taken. We need to go deeper, build a portal to the nether. And we got enchanter, use a book, obsidian, and diamonds to construct an enchantment table. All right, which is this one, and this one, and this one. And so with 3 more achievements, I will double the world border size to 640. And now we have access to horses. And now that's probably big enough in the nether that we might be able to find a fortress in the nether. And on top of that, now that I have some cows, we'll actually be able to get these 3 achievements. Well, I guess I've already been able to fish. We'll actually have to make a fishing rod and fish, but I can get some milk to make a cake. And I have already bred some cows. Did I get the repopulation achievement and not notice? Where is that on the achievements menu? Cow tipper. I see. I have to breed I have to breed 2 cows after I got the leather, and I haven't bred any cows since I got the leather. So we can actually go earn that one right now if we want. Actually, we'll save those achievements for a future episode. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but that's okay because this episode is kind of coming out a day early. Usually I'm going to aim for every other day with this series, but I want Friday to be a bingo day on my channel, and so we'll go ahead and air this one on Thursday. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Exploration and Tactics SPACEBARR'D, where we have more achievements to get and then more world to explore. Bye-bye.